Welcome to our super awesome, crazy, cool con report of Aki Con 2012.
Special edition.
Woo! This is my third year for the Aki Con and
my first year.
So why don't you tell me and everybody else what you thought of as a first year con goer for Aki Con?
For Aki Con, well, comparing it to Anime Expo,
okay,
wouldn't
by
really
the way,
be fair.
His first con ever was Anime Expo. So he got really spoiled right off the bat. You can't, Aki Con is a smaller con, so you can't compare them.
I'm aware of that, and that's why I said it was, a much smaller event, much more intimate, I guess. But there were some very good contests there. I mean, costumes. Yeah, there were some really good costumes there.
You can say costumes.
The panels were good, were very interesting. It looked like some of them were not my flavor, but the hentai worth watching is always a fun one to go to. The Final Fantasy battle one was very interesting.
It was I don't know what it was called. Maybe on the schedule it was called like Final Fantasy Battle, but it was like Final Fantasy RPG LARPing.
Yes, something along those lines.
Yes. And I'd actually never been to one of those either. I just usually am doing something else. So we walked by, we heard a lot of loud noises, and we watched it. And it wasn't that bad. It was kind of funny, actually. The person running it was funny, so I think it could have been way worse. Third year, they've been at the same hotel, the Hilton in Bellevue, for all the times I've been going. The first year I went, it was fine because there wasn't as many people. Aki Con is growing like faster than it can handle itself, so being at the Hilton still is probably not a good idea, and I hope next year they move on to a bigger and better hotel because you just can't fit anybody. Like, I mean, we would run into people. When I was on day one, I was by myself, so I was walking around with this flash stand and a big camera, and I was just like smacking people around. Like, I had to say sorry like 50,000 times because I couldn't move. And they always have a stage right in front of one of the entrances, and it's really annoying. They always just play, usually like the past years they just do like rock band or like karaoke on that stage, and it was fine, but they were doing panels on that stage this year, which is really weird because it's like this main lobby area where people kind of hang and people watch, and there were seats, there was like 3 rows of seats, and you had to like squeeze through this small like little opening to get to the hallway. It was annoying, wasn't it? It was a little. And
they also had the Sailor Moon face cutout thing there, which was fairly popular.
That was fun, actually. It wasn't that much in the way, but
wasn't helping the situation.
I took a picture.
Who didn't take a picture?
But yeah, that could have been something that needs to be worked on. I don't even know why they had to show panels of it.
Everything started a little bit later than they were supposed to. I don't think they weren't as organized as I think probably the previous cons, I'm guessing. Yeah,
I think, well, usually with cons, things run late. It's just, I don't know why, but that's how things work out, Things are crazy. But yeah, with Aki Con, we were waiting to take a time-lapse video at the masquerade, and they were like 35 minutes late. Yeah. We were just standing there at the entrance with everybody else, just staring at the door. And they weren't even like done putting up decorations by the time it was supposed to start. Yeah. So it was a little disappointing.
It was a little weird that the hall,
the exhibition.
The exhibition hall and the area where everybody hung out was split.
Yeah.
They put the exhibition hall in a garage. It was kind of dirty, in a parking garage, and they kind of sealed it off. It was probably not the best place to put it, but
the Hilton where it's at has like this weird. It has a huge parking lot, and then it has this random like building that is a parking garage just in the middle of the parking lot.
Underground.
It's kind of like on a hill, so it's underground on one side, but if you come through the other side, it's just normal. But it was really bad, and people on the Aki Con feedback forums and even on Facebook, everywhere, are freaking out about where the exhibition hall was this year, mainly because it was separate from the building. Second day, you pointed something out on the ceiling that I didn't even notice.
It was a parking garage, so it had a leaky ceiling, so I think the hotel tried to remedy this by hanging rows of buckets against the ceiling. It's kind of funny looking. No one noticed it until you looked up, and there's just these buckets hanging off the ceiling.
Yeah, there were tons of buckets just hanging from the ceiling, and that's not Aki Con's fault. That's the Hilton's fault. Which, come on, Hilton, what are you doing? Seriously. But I think Aki Con should have thought about all this stuff when they were planning on putting it in there. I can understand why they put it in there, because people last year were complaining about how small the exhibition hall was and there's no room to move. But I think
time to get bigger.
Yeah, they just need to change venues. It's just not working.
Other than the exhibition hall, it was a great convention. There were a lot of people there, a lot of really good outfits.
And everyone's really nice. You know, yeah,
The Washingtonians don't have as cold and passive-aggressive attitude as you think they would be.
No. So hard for a photographic standpoint in there, because it's always usually in October or the beginning of November, and then it's like hardcore rainy season here. So it rained the whole time we were at the con. Like, there was no like rain breaks. So you have to take all your pictures inside this kind of like dingy looking hotel, and that proved kind of hard. But I think we got good pictures. I only have pictures to show you from day 1.
And 2.
Well, not yet, because I haven't edited day 2 yet. And this video will be released before day 2 comes out. So, because it's only Monday, and I only have so many hours to edit your pictures. But I think day 1's pictures are pretty good so far. I mean, I'm pretty proud. We met the person that we featured in our very first This Week in Cosplay video. The Cosplay of the Week person, his DeviantArt name is Twin Fools. But we actually approached him to take his picture, and I kind of thought he looked familiar, but I didn't like really recognize him because his hair was different. But he was like, "Hey, you guys are those people that featured me," and we were like, "What?" Yeah, it was weird because it's such a small con. I didn't think that
someone important
anybody
would recognize us.
Yeah, so it was fun. He was nice, and he was like
really judge and direct. Yeah, he did a lot. He was a panel person for a lot of events.
He did the RPG Final Fantasy thing, and he was a judge for the cosplay contest. Yeah, and I'm sure he was in other stuff too.
So he was there for business. Maybe not so much,
he was running around a lot. We saw him like 50 times, but all the girls were freaking out because he was there, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, I want to talk to you."
Well, so for my first experience at Aki Con, it was great. I don't have any real complaints about it, other than the strangeness of the parking garage exhibition hall combo. But you know what? It was good. It's a small con, and I hope they keep growing. So good times.
Our next con that we will be at is in Los Angeles, Anime LA. We will be there taking pictures, doing stuff. So if you want to, doing everything. If you want to sign up for photo shoots with us, you can do that through here, Facebook, our website. You know, you can schedule a time with us if you want. We'd be more than happy to meet up with you and take your pictures of your awesome cosplay. And we also have a sign-up page for SakuraCon on the SakuraCon forums if you want to sign up. There's already a bunch of people signing up for that, and that's not till like March. But that's it. That's our con report. We hope you enjoyed our videos and images and
we'll have
talking.
Yes. We'll have more stuff to post about this convention. We took a lot of random videos and stuff, so we'll have all this up here soon. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.